Hello, this is Blakey Crow. Today I'm going to be discussing how to use intervals to make triads, major, minor, augmented, and diminished on the piano. A triad is a three-note chord with the notes a third apart. In a major third interval, the second note is 4 half steps above the first note. In some countries, half steps is called a semitone. In a minor third interval, the second note is 3 half steps above the first note. Let's look at both of these situations on the keyboard. Look at the keyboard below. Starting with C, if I count up 4 half steps, going up using black and white notes, each note up is a half step. So go up 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go up 4 half steps, that is a major third. But beginning with C, if I go up 1, 2, 3 half steps, that's a minor third. So from C, the major third is an E. The minor third is an E flat. Because you go up 4 half steps to get the major, 3 half steps to get to the minor third. And we're going to use this idea to help us to form triads. So first, we're going to start with a major triad. For the major triad is formed by stacking a minor third on top of a major third. And when you stack a minor third on top of a major third, that means that the major third is on the bottom and there'll be a minor third on top of that. So let's start with C. From C, we're going to get a major third. So from C, look at the keyboard at the bottom, count up 4 half steps. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us an E. So we're going to add an E above that C. Now from that note, the E, let's count up 3 half steps. So from the E, look at the keyboard below. From E, count up 1, 2, 3 half steps, and that gives us a G. So we'll put in a G. So we have a C, E, and a G. The E is a major third interval above C. The G is a minor third interval above the E. Now we're going to do a C minor triad. The minor triad is formed by stacking a major triad on top of a minor, it should be a minor third. I have the word triad here. It should be third instead of triad. I have a mistake in that wording there. It should be a major third on top of a minor third. And then starting from C, on the bottom you're going to have a minor third. So from the C, count up a minor third. So count up 1, 2, 3 half steps, and this will be an E flat. So let's add an E flat. So we have a C and an E flat. Now from the E flat, we're going to go up 4 half steps. So go to the keyboard at the bottom. From the E, count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps, and that gives us a G. So we have a C, an E flat, and a G. This is a C minor chord. Next, we're going to be doing an augmented. For the augmented, again, we'll start with C. And the augmented, it says you're going to stack a major third on top of a major third. So major third on top of a major third. So from C, go up a major third, that's 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes us to the E. But then from there, we're going to do another major third. So count up 4 half steps. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gets us to a G sharp. So let's add a G sharp. So the C, E, and G sharp is a C augmented. It's a major third and stack a major third on top of that. For the diminished triad, it is formed by stacking a minor third on top of a minor third. We'll begin with C. From C, count up 3 half steps. Look at the keyboard below. 1, 2, 3. That gives us and E flat. So we're going to add an E flat. Then from E flat, count up 3 half steps. So from E flat, going up 1, 2, 3, and that gives us the G flat. So we're going to do a G flat. Now, a diminished chord has 4 notes. If we're going to actually do the diminished chord, we would actually go up 3 more half steps above that. From this G flat would go up 1, 2, 3, and we'd get to A. So the diminished chord would be C, E flat, G flat, and A. But we said a diminished triad. A triad only has 3 notes. So that's why I don't have that 4th note. It's not a diminished chord, it's a diminished triad. Now we're going to do this in another key. Let's choose another key. Let's suppose that I'm going to do for a G. So it went lower than I wanted, so I'm going to move it on up. We're starting with a G. So for a G, to do the major, what you do a major third on the bottom, count up 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives you to a B. From there, count up a minor third, 1, 2, 3. That gives us a D. So we have G, B, D. On the bottom, a major third interval. On the top, a minor third interval. Now we're going to do the G minor. So let's start with G. To do the minor, on the bottom you do a minor third. So count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. And that would be a B flat. So we have a B flat. From that B flat, count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will give us a D. So add the D to it. This is a G minor chord. Now we're going to do the G augmented. For the augmented, you have a major third stacked on top of a major third. So from the G, for the major third, count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives us a B. And then from there, count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will be a D sharp. So there's a D sharp. There is a G, B, and a D sharp. It's a major third and stacking a major third on top of that. Let's do the diminished triad. For the diminished triad, you'll stack a minor third on top of a minor third. From G, go up a minor third. That's 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. And we could call that an A flat, but since G has sharp, so let's call that instead an A sharp. And so it looks like they're pretty close together, but from G, you're going up 1, 2, 3, and that will take you to the A sharp. From there, go up 3. 1, 2, 3, and that will be a C sharp. So there we have the diminished triad. And again, if we're going to do the chord, we would go from there up 3 more, and we'd add the E onto it. But this is a triad. A triad only has 3 notes. Since a triad just has 3 notes. All right, now then what we're going to do is we're going to go back. I'm going to write these names above these. So I'm going to start here. This was a C. So that's a C. The C was C, E, and G. We had a major third on the bottom, minor third on the top. Next we have a C minor. The C minor, it had a minor third on the bottom with a major third on the top. Next is a C augmented. I'm going to use the plus sign. So I can't see there if I hit the plus or not. I didn't hit the plus, did I? All right, there's a C plus. So that is C augmented. And for the next one, it's going to be a C. And we can use the little superscript small circle, but I'll just use a DIM for diminished. So that's a C diminished. Again, reviewing these, C major, C, E, and G, it's a major third on the bottom, minor third on the top. C minor, minor third on the bottom, major third on the top. C augmented, it's a major third on the bottom, major third on the top. C diminished, it was a minor third on the bottom, minor third on the top. Now for G, here is the G. Got a major third on the bottom, minor third on the top. Next, it's a G minor. The G minor, it was a minor third on the bottom, major third on the top. Then we have the C augmented. G augmented. G, and put a plus, and it's a major third on the bottom, major third on the top. And then we have a G, and I'll just put DIM for diminished. A G diminished. And that's where we have a minor third on the bottom, minor third on the top. That's a triad. The diminished chord itself has 4 notes, but since we said triads, we're only going to put 3 notes. Let's do a couple more. Let's do a flat. Let's take E flat. I'm going to start with E flat. From E flat, if we're going to do the major first, from E flat, you'd count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next note would be a G. Then on top, you would do a minor third. Count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. And that would be a B flat. So E flat, G, and B flat. Now for the next one, let me get a flat there, an E flat. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to do a minor. So for the minor, counting up from the E flat, you'd count up 3 half steps. Count 1, 2, 3, and that will be a G flat. So we have an E flat and a G flat. Now from the G flat, we're going to do a major third. Count up 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will be a B flat. So we have an E flat, the third is flatted, E flat, G flat, B flat. That is an E flat minor. Now we're going to do the E flat augmented. So we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be to the G. From the G, count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be to the B. So an E flat, a G, and a B would be an E flat augmented. For the diminished, starting with the E flat, count up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. That will be a G flat. From the G flat, count up 1, 2, 3, and that will be an A. So that is an E flat diminished triad. Again, to get the chord, you'd count up another 3 half steps and you'd add a C to that to get the E flat diminished chord. But this is the E flat diminished triad. Let's do one in sharps. Let's suppose we start with an A. If we start with an A, from the A, for the major on the bottom, count up 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will take you to a C sharp. From C sharp, count up 3 half steps, So go 1, 2, 3, and there's an E. So that's an A, C sharp, and E. That's an A major chord. For the minor, you'd start with A, and you'd count up 1, 2, 3, and that would be a C. It will, and because we've got it sharped here, we've got to put a natural in front of it to make it be not sharped. So, because in the signature for this key, you would have the sharp, you'd have to make a natural there to get a minor. So we got an A, and then a C. From there, count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 would take you to E. Then we're going to do an augmented. So from A, count up 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would give you a C sharp. Then from the C sharp, count up 4. You'd count up 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is an F. So add the F. We're going to do the A diminished. From the A, go up 1, 2, 3. That'll take you to the C. Except I got to make a natural on that to get rid of that. So I got to do a natural to get rid of that sharp, because I'm going up 1, 2, 3. So that'd be a C natural. Since it's a sharp there, I got to put a natural to make it not be a sharp. Then from there, I'd count up 1, 2, 3. I don't want to call it E flat because I'm in sharp, so I'm going to call that a D sharp. So that would be a D sharp. And that would be an A diminished. That's an A diminished triad. And again, to make it a chord, you'd count 3 more and add a G on top of that. Let's go through now and name these. So for these 2 measures, starting back here, we have an E flat. We flatted the third, so that would be an E flat minor. Then we had an augmented, so that would be an E flat plus. And then we have a diminished, so that would be an E flat, and I'll put DIM for diminished. The next group we did an A. We did an A minor. We did an A augmented. And we did an A diminished. So what I did was I used this method, and I did it with C with no sharps or flats. I didn't put the key signature in the front. I just put in sharps or flat as I needed them. And so I guess I shouldn't have used them. Well, here I have a C, C minor, C augmented, and C diminished. So this is a method where you use major and minor thirds to form your 4 triads: your major triad, your minor triad, your augmented triad, and your diminished triad. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below. Let me know how you're using these. Hopefully this was helpful to you. There's other methods you can use to form chords. This is just one particular method. So thanks for watching.